Hello everyone and welcome to the Air Goddess Network where spirit meets tarot. I am your host, the Air Goddess, and it's spooky season. Halloween is here, on the way, whenever you see this. But either way, it's spooky season. So we're going to be doing a pick a card today or tonight or whenever you get this message. So we're going to be using the Tarot de la Nuit card deck to get your energy for this Halloween reading. And then what we're going to do to get the final card, the final say, we're going to be using this Witch's Wisdom Oracle deck right here. Okay, so let us get started. So let's get card number one. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle all the cards, lay them out on the table. And then you pick your card and your pile and we'll go from there, okay? Got the first card. Let's get the second card. Second card. And let's get a third. Okay, we've got our third card. So, card one, card two, and card three. So for those of you who picked card number one, you've got the King of Swords. So maybe you're starting to think a little clearly, or you're finding some justice with something that you're going through. Your thoughts are becoming more clear. You're becoming more empathetic, sympathetic. This could be someone around you. This could be you. This could be the energy you're dealing with, where you're feeling a little bit more just, a little bit more balanced, a little bit more fair about a situation or a place or a thing. This is pretty much a clear-cut case of having more clear thoughts, or getting to the point where you are getting that clarity that you are seeking. So let's clarify this King of Swords and find out what it is exactly that you're feeling a little bit more clear about. Okay, got a card. You got a Major Arcana card, so it's the Chariot. Now the Chariot is someone who is getting their feelings in a more balanced position. They're using their emotions as a guide to keep themselves in balance. They're not too emotional, and at the same time they're not too logical. It's like keeping your car in your lane, you know, that type of energy. So with this King of Swords and this Chariot card, maybe you're coming out of something that you were feeling emotional about, and now that you've gained some clarity about whatever it is that you were feeling emotional about, whatever you were feeling emotional about, you've decided to, you know, go ahead and keep yourself more balanced in order for you to think clearly, in order for you to make better decisions about, instead of making emotional decisions, you're making more fair and just decisions about things that are going on in your life. giving it more of a listen instead of listening to have an emotional response. You're listening to have more of a logical response that will come up with a better solution for whatever it is that you are looking to have balance with. So that's for you guys who picked card number 1. For those of you who picked card number 2, you have the 6 of Cups. And it's in the upright position, so you're feeling quite nostalgic about your past. Maybe it is holiday time, so that is something that does come up around this time of year. You start feeling nostalgic. You start wanting to be more around your family and friends and make new memories, things like that. So that's to be expected. Okay, let's clarify this 6 of Cups. Get a little bit more insight on that. And you've got the Knight of Cups. So maybe there's some sort of offer there. You're feeling kind of dreamy about your past. Maybe you're having dreams about your past. And they're good dreams because, again, this is someone who is really idealistic. They idealize the things that have happened or are happening with them. What I can say about this is, if you're going to be nostalgic about your past, and that's all well, fine, and good, but let me give you fair warning. Be sure not to idealize the things that have happened, because sometimes when we have nostalgia about our past, and nostalgia is a good feeling, there are things that could have happened that you are idealizing, meaning they maybe were not that good when they happened, but as you've gotten older, somewhere along the way, you've put in your mind that it wasn't so bad, or you reframed it in your mind that whatever it is that you're having nostalgia about, the incident, the person, the place, the thing, the situation, maybe it wasn't as good as you are making it to be. So be careful with that. Be real with yourself, and don't be so idealistic about the things that may have happened to you in the past, because even though your past is your past and you can have good feelings about it, the things that were not so good don't make them out to be what they weren't, because you're doing yourself a disservice in idealizing something or making something out to be maybe what it wasn't. Okay, so just be careful with that, because you don't want to wake up one day and realize that you've been lying to yourself about a situation that happened to you when you were younger. Go ahead and be real with yourself about whatever situation that you're idealizing about or smoothing things over about, because in the long run it's not good for your mental health, it's not good for your emotional health. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with nostalgia. But when it becomes something that you start glossing over and making it what it wasn't, go ahead and make sure you take care of that. Make sure that you address it. Address whatever this is, okay? For those of you who picked card number 3, you have the Strength card. This is a major arcana card. This is someone who has control over situations. They know how to handle situations. They have a lot of character. And they're also generous with what they have, okay? This is someone who has strong character. They know how to take a strenuous situation and get control of it before it gets out of hand or hurts anyone, okay? This could be you. This could be someone around you, or just the energy that you're dealing with. Let's clarify the Strength card. And we've got the Seven of Swords. Okay, so the Seven of Swords is someone who thinks outside the box. They may have to use a little bit of cunning, a little bit of Aquarian energy is the best way to put it. Thinking outside the box, doing something a little bit different, walking off with the information and doing something yourself with it. That type of energy. But you're doing it with character. It's not like you're walking off and saying, I'm going to steal something and walk away with it forever. Maybe sometimes if you're working on a project, because Leo energy is creative energy, sometimes you have to walk away and do something on your own. Because, this is creative energy as well. But the Seven of Swords, this is thinking energy. This is thinking about how you're going to make something happen if you have to go outside of your comfort zone to do it. Because let's just be real. Lions, they aren't, if you think about how lions are, they aren't apt to getting up and going. I mean, yes, they'll get up and go. They have initial energy to start something, but then they kind of peter out, right? So maybe you're trying to figure out another way to do something so you don't use up your energy really quickly and then peter out. So you're trying to find a different way of doing things so that you can get whatever it is that you're thinking about doing done. And there's nothing wrong with thinking outside the box, because people think that when somebody thinks outside the box, they're being radical. And it could be radical to some people. Radical is subjective. What's radical to me may not be radical to you, or vice versa. But in that being radical, new ideas and new things emerge from that to bring progress. So continue to do what you're doing. For those of you who picked card number 3 with the Strength card, if you're thinking outside of the box, if you're thinking about doing something and you're second guessing yourself, don't do that. Try it out. You'll be surprised what you do when you walk away and kind of do things on your own. So let me get a final card for all of you. Let's see what the Witch's Wisdom has to say. Just fell on out. Let's go get it. And we have the Witch's Cottage, y'all. Says security. So let's go find out what that has to say. Okay, so Witch's Wisdom, security. It says, insecurities and lack of self-confidence have a habit of manifesting. Feeling like an outsider makes it difficult to be positive and fit in. So right now, instead of being on the outside looking in, you have been given the key to let yourself into the Witch's Cottage for a while, where you will find all you need to become strong enough to deal with everything that is hurled at you. Explore every room and discover what it is that you feel you are good at and what you feel most comfortable with. You may find that it is the kitchen filled with herbs and plants to make medicinal recipes, or perhaps it is the welcome warmth of the hearth where you feel most at home. As you investigate, you will discover the right tools and meet friends and familiars along the way for you to choose from and work with until you feel strong enough and ready to re-emerge with security as your supporter into the bold and confident witch you really are. Witch's Foresight. Let others in instead of shutting them out. You are protected, supported, and safe. Trust in the divine outcome. Recognize your strengths and talents. A new home awaits. Rediscover your likes and dislikes. Don't try too hard to fit in. Witch's Cottage revealed. Within the Witch's Cottage, you will find all you need to change and transform your life. Here you will find Magick as the cottage hearth or kitchen witch finds and transform the mundane into the sacred. A kitchen altar with a corn dolly, recipes, herbs, living plants, comforting foods, family and daily needs are all part of living magically day to day. All right. So some of you may be trying to find your emotional balance, start thinking clearly, while others of you are trying to incorporate your past with your present to make sure that you're not idealizing anything and making things what they aren't. Again, emotional stability. And then you're over here, for others of you, gaining that strength and that character to go out and do something different, to think outside the box. You don't have to fit in with anybody. You be you, no matter who you are, no matter which pal you choose. All it's saying is get yourself together and be you. So I want to let you all know that I'm going to go ahead and pull the top of the deck, and it's the Six of Pentacles. That's give and take. The Six of Pentacles is give and take, and that is mirrored by this Chariot card over here in this first pile. So as long as you have give and take, and you're being equal and fair and just, you will always have what you need, and you'll be always able to give what people may need from you when and if the time comes. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is, maybe some of you are feeling some anxiety about stepping out on what you truly want to do. But don't have fear. Don't have fear. It's only in your mind. You're thinking so hard about what it is that you want to do that you're giving yourself fear and anxiety about it. Let me get this out of the way so you all can see them. You're giving yourself fear and anxiety about what it is that you want to step out and do, whether you want to get your emotional well-being in check, and you may feel that people are looking at you sideways because now you might want to go see somebody about it, or you're getting your mental health in check, and again you're feeling a little iffy about going to see somebody or talking to somebody. And then there's others of you that want to build your character and your self-esteem up, and sometimes that means you do something different. You be the wild child. Dress how you want to dress, as long as it's covering up all the bits, of course. But dress how you want to dress. Do the things that make you you, that differentiate you from others. You don't have to fit in if you don't want to. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that at all. But make sure that you're giving and taking. Give a little bit, take a little bit. And don't have anxiety about it. And go on into a safe space where you can do that. Find friends and family or a new set of people if you have to, in order to go and be safe in a safe space to become who you really want to become, or who you think you need to become. Because nobody can tell you who you should be except you. So if you like what you saw today, if it's resonating with you, please leave a comment down below, hit that like button, and subscribe to my channel. I hope you all have a great Halloween. Have a great spooky season, and I'll see you soon. Have a great week, everyone.